The Departed was directed by Martin Scorsese and came out in 2006 and stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Jack Nicholson and a big line of A-list actors. In this film, the story revolves around an undercover cop and a mole in a police station who try to identify each other while also trying to infiltrate an Irish mafia. It's amazing that I don't talk about Martin Scorsese films on my channel as much, and I'm going to start to. I have nothing against this filmmaker. In fact, Martin Scorsese is one of my all-time favorite filmmakers. He's definitely one of the greatest filmmakers we have still. It's just that I've always had a long list of movies that I wanted to talk about on my channel. And I reviewed Taxi Driver. Now that I'm getting into the Martin Scorsese tour, I'd love to release my thoughts on Martin Scorsese films. And here I am talking about The Departed. Let's dive into this film. The Departed is an edge-grabbing film from opening to finish. There's never a moment that leaves you out. There's never really a moment that feels like the film is cheating the audience. The Departed really knows how to keep this film really knows how to keep itself going, and that's because of Martin Scorsese's writing and the amazing direction and the fantastic performances in this film. These performances are absolutely mind-blowing. Leonardo DiCaprio, easily one of his best performances I've seen of him in a film. And DiCaprio really does have a lot of work to do in this film, and he carries this film in so many ways. Jack Nicholson is also a gigantic carrier of this film. Jack Nicholson blows everything, every scene that he's in, he takes, and he makes sure, he wants to make sure that he takes every scene that he's in. Jack Nicholson goes full on. Amazing performance in this film by Jack Nicholson. He is working phenomenal as Frank Costello. And it's not just these two performances. All in all of the performances across the board are phenomenal. They really are praiseworthy. This is a film that knows how to set itself up. It doesn't just have action and crime scenes out and about. This film actually really does know how to set itself up. You see, we follow a large group of men who are a part of a business, and they're looking to track down Frank Costello and his men. Mainly Costello, because he's a criminal that they've been trying to track down for a very long time. And how we get to see this Irish mafia and these men in the building go back and forth through the film. It's excellent writing, it really is. And the direction never gives up on you. Whether you're with the men trying to figure out how to track down this Irish mafia, or whether you're with Costello and his men, the direction in this film never gives up on you. It really never does. The direction is absolutely perfect. The writing is perfect. The pacing is absolutely well done. And it makes you feel like you're in the film. It makes you feel like you're experiencing the two perspectives between the mafia and the men on the case. And I gotta talk about the cinematography too, because the cinematography in this film is really immaculate. Martin Scorsese always has had amazing cinematography in his films, so it's no surprise. But there's just something about his films, especially his crime films, that he does with his cinematography. It gives you the idea of realism and a sense of realism. It gives the audience a feeling of this is all real. It's not a film. You're in this world, experiencing what the characters are experiencing. And that's what I absolutely love about Scorsese's films, including this one. Another thing that makes this movie so special is the feeling of intensity that this film delivers somewhere around the second act and especially the third act of the film. When Costello and his men find out that there's a rat in their gang. And from the moment that you know that there's a rat in the gang, and as the film goes on, the intensity just increases, and it just delivers suspense, and a lot of suspense, actually. Like, you have absolutely no idea what's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen. But you know something's bound to happen because of this rat that's in their gang. And I'm not going to spoil who that is in case if any of you who haven't seen The Departed, which please watch this movie. I highly recommend you see this movie. It is a masterpiece. But you just gotta watch the movie to understand what to understand the feeling of suspense and and intensity that comes out of that, because it's amazing. And Scorsese crafted that really well in this film. And the third act is just it's freaking out of the roof perfect. Before I get into more about the third act, I gotta talk about Matt Damon. His performance is great. Really great. His character, that's a different story. And for those of you who've seen The Departed, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I will not spoil this or try to hint this at anyone who's never seen The Departed. But if you haven't, watch this movie. Just please go watch this movie. The third act is when stuff actually do go down and it still keeps you on the edge of your seat. And a lot of surprises are held for the third act too. And it's not just the shootout sequences, but the crime sequences in general. I was amazed on how well done they were in this film. Some of them were devastating. Well, a few of them were devastating. But other than that, they were really well done. They looked absolutely beautiful. They looked... What do I have to say? It's Martin Scorsese. And one of the things that I love about Martin Scorsese is that he decides to have his characters kind of be callbacks to characters from his previous films, like Casino or maybe Goodfellas. He likes to have his own characters that kind of remind you of those kind of characters. I love that about the guy. Seriously, guys, if any of you haven't seen The Departed, please check this movie out. It really is a masterpiece. Or if any of you haven't even seen a Martin Scorsese film at all, you're obviously not living. And please, do yourself a favor, motivate yourself. Look up who this director is, start watching his movies. It doesn't even have to be all of his movies, but start somewhere. Please. Really. Really. But guys, The Departed is easily one of my all-time favorite movies. It's definitely one of Martin Scorsese's best films. It's my second favorite Martin Scorsese film, actually. It has breathtaking surprises, amazing performances, a phenomenal script, fantastic writing. The Departed, for sure, gets an A+. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Look forward to more reviews that will be coming very soon. I'm going to be talking about more classic movies on my channel. I'm so excited to talk about more movies. What I'm really planning on talking about is I want to do a review of Lord of the Rings trilogy. Since I am a big film lover, and The Lord of the Rings is one of the biggest trilogies of all time, personally, I love The Lord of the Rings. I really do. So I thought it would be really cool to talk about all three of the movies. Don't know when that's going to be, but I definitely will try to upload a review of all three of the movies in one video. So, because they're long movies anyway, especially Return of the King, they're long movies. So I'm going to try to review all three movies in one video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this review. You guys are the best. Love you so much of you. Look forward to more reviews that will be coming very soon. And as always, if you're new here and you like what you see here, why not hit that subscribe button to join the EliB/520 community. And I will see you next time. Peace out.